I've known Henry for about 3 years. There's that expression, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And I think Henry is a very strong individual. He grew up in a neighborhood that, you could call it a tough neighborhood. He's had friends who have not graduated, friends who have ended up in jail, and he stayed clear of that. He was close enough to know it intimately, but he was smart enough to know that that's not where he wanted to go.
My brother Tom was following in my footsteps, with the wrong footsteps, so I sort of felt like I had to pull my socks up and finish school so he would follow in those footsteps.
I've taught for 17 years, and I've taught in a number of different high schools. I've taught in very affluent high schools. I've taught in an average middle-class high school, and I've taught in 2 of the learning centers. The students who come to the learning centers often, their challenges are very different. Their challenges aren't just like getting the homework done or doing the chores at home. Their challenges are a lot of times for personal safety. A lot of our students have a savvy and an awareness about dangers that a lot of people would have a hard time navigating those same dangers.
While I was 15 or 16, I was hanging over at a friend's place with a bunch of my friends, and then a car screeches out, a guy gets thrown out of a moving car, and then a lady jumps out. There's this guy just laying there in blood. It was really scary. Yeah.
Henry was one of those students who really bought into being an active part of the school. You could really count on him, especially if it was in the service of others. And I think that's one of the things about the Sassy Awards. What really stands out for me is that service above self. And that's really what distinguishes Henry in so many different ways.
The learning centers, it's just like, I don't know, it sort of opened my mind up to the future, and things aren't gonna change unless you make them. So instead of dropping out of school and showing kids drop out of school, start drinking and stuff, I'll help kids instead. And so I don't know, I'll tutor these kids and show them how to live a more proper, meaningful life. Ever since I was young, I was always interested in biology and how things live, so I sort of got into horticulture and how plants work and how they live and what they need to survive. And I did a couple courses at Kwantlen. I'm going to be going back to Kwantlen to learn more, and hopefully I want to get a job with the city doing landscaping.